Welcome back. Well, a treat's in store for all stargazers today. A rather rare celestial occurrence is all set to take place when planet Mercury wanders directly in front of the Sun. And the reason you can't afford to miss this transit, it takes place only about 13 times a century. Here's a report.
Solar scientists are accustomed to seeing spots on the Sun, irregular islands of magnetism that sometimes erupt, producing strong solar flares. On May 9, 2016, they will see a spot of a very different kind, a dark circle moving across the solar disk. This spot is no ordinary sunspot. It's the planet Mercury, making a rare transit of the Sun. Mercury passes directly between the Sun and Earth about 13 times every century. The last time it happened was 10 years ago in 2006, and the next time will be November 11, 2019. This year's transit will be widely visible for most of Earth, including the Americas, the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, Europe, Africa, and much of Asia. In the USA, it begins on the morning of Monday, May 9th, around 7:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This means it begins before sunrise on the West Coast, but that's no problem. The transit lasts for more than 7 hours, so Mercury will still be gliding across the solar disk when the Sun comes up over places like California and Alaska. Everyone in the USA can experience the event. Caution, take care when viewing the transit. Mercury's tiny disk, jet black and perfectly round, covers only a tiny fraction of the Sun's blinding surface. Looking at the Sun with unprotected eyes on May 9th is as dangerous as ever. With the proper filter, however, viewing the transit of Mercury can be a marvelous experience. A telescope with a safe solar filter will be required to see the tiny disk of Mercury crawling across the face of the Sun. Mercury is too small to be seen without magnification.
So all the stargazers in India, you can view this transit from about 4 p.m. in the evening. Amita now joins us live from the newsroom on how not to view this rare transit. Amita, it's over to you.
Well, right, Akshata, if you are a stargazer, we'll get you some pointers, but this rare celestial phenomena can be watched in India at around 4:41 p.m. and it will go on for the next 2 hours. Well, if you're a stargazer, let's get you some pointers. Many of you might be aware, but let's do a quick recap of all the do's and don'ts. The do's, well, you should obviously use a solar filter. If you want to see this rare phenomena, you should not see it with naked eyes. More do's, binoculars or telescopes with solar filters can also be used. Also, more pointers where you can also witness the rare transit from a planetarium. Well, that's the best way to visit or to view this rare celestial phenomena. Now, what are the don'ts where I am sure many of you must be knowing what are they that you cannot or should not look at directly at the Sun as it may harm your eyes. Secondly, also, do not try to view the transit using your phone camera. Well, obviously, many of you will be having your phone cameras with you at all the time, but do not see it directly through the lens of the camera. One more don't. Cameras, binoculars, and telescopes are a big no-no without the solar filters.
Right, Amita, thanks for joining us with those details.